Oh, hi there, everyone. Welcome to another Cardwell's Cauldron here. I'm Cardwell.
And I'm Kevin.
And with this Geektopia production here, the deck that we're presenting today, it's actually Super Serial deck tag today. This will win you some games, and it gets a little pricey, but with rotation about to happen, we might as well just throw out something really serious.
Yeah.
It's called the Holy War. It's a Urza black-white deck, and it's basically like Knights and Angels together. We thought Angels were going to overtake Standard when, with Lyra Dawnbringer, and nothing happened. No pros touched them or anything. But I guarantee you, this deck is ridiculous. Alright, first, to start off, a good old classic is a Glint-Sleeve Siphoner. It is 1 black, menace, 2/1, enters the battlefield, or whenever it attacks, you get an energy. And then, of course, at the beginning of your upkeep, you can pay 2 energy, lose 1 life, and draw a card. Just extremely solid card.
This dude is so much value because you're just like, oh, I'm going to hit you for 2 and gain all this energy to draw cards. Yep. Fantastic.
Exactly. The next one is the bane of all zombie decks you'll ever run across too.
Yep.
Even Grixis too, because most of their kill is black. So
this guy is Knight of Grace.
Yeah.
It's a 2/2 for 2 with first strike, and it's got hexproof from black. So it can't be the target spells from black abilities to your opponent's control spells or abilities. And then it gets +1/+0 as long as you control a black permanent.
Yep.
Dude is so good.
It's extremely good. Now, this is the idea of one of my friends made this deck. We theory crafted together and made this deck for him to play. And every time he plays a zombie deck, they almost just want to quit. When they're like, turn 2 Knight of Grace, what are you gonna do? All your zombies have 3 bodies most of the time while you're swinging in, and you can't kill it. So thank you.
Yeah, fantastic.
It's just amazing. The other one, of course, we have the Knight of Malice to go with the, you gotta complete the picture. So it's 1 black, first strike hexproof from white. Of course, it's the opposite. Knight of Malice gets +1 as long as any controller controls a white permanent. And it's a 2/2, so it becomes a 3/2 first striker.
Yeah, and if you have 2 of these dudes, they're just 1 of each, you can block a 6/6 and not care.
Exactly.
You're like, I'm double block that dude instead before my dude's die.
First strike is really underrated at the moment, is what I've noticed from playing.
Yeah. Dude is super strong.
Now, we get past the Knights, we get to the holiness part. There's a Resplendent Angel. When M19 showed up, everyone flipped their lid and was like, oh my god, Angels are going to take over, right? Well, it does in this deck, definitely. 1 2 white, flying. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 5 or more life, this turn, just, any turn, create a 4/4 white angel with token with flying and vigilance. So you create Sarah Angels.
All day.
Just out of nowhere. You can pay 3 white, so 6 altogether. Resplendent Angel gets +2/+2 in lifelink. So it can sustain itself.
Yeah. Dude, she's so good just because she can do so much for you.
Yeah.
And yes, we don't have a lot of other lifelink. We do, but not like crazy. Yeah. But if you pay 6 and you're just like, hey, she gets lifelink and +2/+2, you're like, I'm going to make dudes. Let's do it.
You never play her on turn 3. You wait until turn 6, 7. This is a total mid-range to control deck.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The next angel we got is Shalai, Voice of Plenty. She's 4 mana for a 3/4 flyer. And that's already great stats.
Yeah.
And then planeswalkers you control and other creatures you control have hexproof. So fantastic. And you can pay 2 green and 4 and put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. So she's just basic good 4-drop angel. Just does so much for you. And yeah, if you have the extra mana, you're just like, cool, I'm going to make counters on all my dudes.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Now, you'll see in the lands we do have 2 Aether Hubs. And I've at least seen it once where the gentleman pulled it off and put a counter on Shalai and won the game. Just because of that reason. But yeah, extremely powerful. Gets rid of Settle the Wreckage, just in case you didn't know. Gives you hexproof. Settle the Wreckage says target player. So, get out of there.
Neat.
And really make the corner, make the deck go hoorah and go over the next step here is Lyra Dawnbringer. You should know what this card does. It's ridiculous. It's 3 2 white, flying first strike lifelink, which is insane, 5/5. Other angels you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink.
Why not?
Yeah.
Because that's what you need to do, is just gain lots of life and make angels.
And we know, of course, this is coming out before Ravnica. You know there's going to be some angels in there, so pick Lyra up as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Boros will have something that revolves around angels.
Something, it has to.
They have to.
And then Orzhov next, they usually throw in some black-white angels, so
yeah,
hey,
we'll see. We'll see.
Alright. Now, with that are the creatures. And with this, go ahead and announce the...
Alright, so the first
standard.
spell we got is the one that's in every black-white deck or any black deck ever is Fatal Push. It's 1 black instant, destroy target creature, total cost 2 or less. And you have a raid trigger, you destroy 4 or less creature.
We should have literally just recorded that part and put that in every video, so we wouldn't have to say it again every time. But yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, not raid, revolt.
Revolt, yeah. But it's just good, solid.
Yeah.
Fantastic. The next kill spell, of course, is Cast Down. Costs 2, 1 black. Instant destroy a target non-legendary creature. We only have 2 in the deck because there's a lot of legendary out there right now.
Mm-hmm. Next up is History of Benalia. It's the saga we play. It's 3 mana, and at the first and second saga, you create a 2/2 white knight with vigilance.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then at saga 3, or at number 3, it gets knights you control get +2/+1. So your Knights of Malice, Knight of Grace, all of those get super mad, and any knights that this thing make get super mad.
It's not overpowered at all, Kevin. 3 drop 4 power that goes to 8 power real quick.
Yeah, no, not at all.
And, back to back of these is, it's simple stuff,
Yeah. It is fun taking these on their third one, though, because then people get sad.
Yes, of course. But the value you get just back to back playing History of Benalia is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Ajani, one of my new favorite planeswalkers, actually. Ajani, Adversary of Tyrants. 2 white. He comes in with 4 loyalty counters. +1. Put a 1/1 counter on each up to 2 creatures. So your knights, they're big. They're just 4/3 first strikers. It's insane. Your Shalai, just anything. Your Glint-Sleeve's getting in there for plus damage. His -2 is also very useful. Return target creature with converted mana cost 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. So if you're playing a black deck and they do have a golden demise for some reason, then you just like, okay, bring my Knight of Malice back. Good luck to deal with it. And if you get there, -7, you get an emblem at the beginning of your next instep, or at the beginning of your instep, every instep on your turn, create a 3/1/1 white cat creature token with lifelink. It's basically an Elspeth game winner. You can't come back from that.
Yeah, you get to keep making dudes over and over on the end of your turn, so it just gets to go more and more. And all the dudes have lifelink, so it helps out Resplendent, and it gives you an easier way to make more 4/4 angels.
Yeah, you're just dominating by that point. And what I meant is they can't come back from that. You pop it, and then you're like, well, I hope you have tons of board wipes or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
you just can't.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Next up is Ixalan's Binding. It's an enchantment. It's 4 mana. Comes into play. Exile target non-land permanent your opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. Your opponents can't cast spells with the same name as the card exiled. It's just really strong for what it does.
Yeah.
Because it can get rid of a planeswalker that you don't want to see ever. Or like if they play Vraska, you're like, kill that, or get rid of that, don't play anymore.
Forever, yeah.
It's just so strong in what it can do.
If you're able to land a Teferi, or to get a Teferi on that, then it's basically game by that point.
Yeah.
Alright, the next one, of course, Vraska's Contempt, because it's the best kill card out there right now. 2 black, exile target creature or planeswalker, you gain 2 life. Instant speed.
Just fantastic. It's just a great card.
We should also just pre-record that one for the future videos, because that's going to be seen a lot, especially after rotation. Yeah. Okay, for lands, that is the good old set there. We have 24. We have 2 Aether Hub, 4 Concealed Courtyard, 4 Isolated Chapels, because why not? 10 Plains, actually, because of all the double white we have, and then 4 Swamp. So simple. Two color mana, you're good.
That's very simple.
Yes. Now, for the sideboard, we have a cute little guy, Shield Mare, which he'll start popping up against aggro as well. 1/2 white. Shield Mare can be blocked by a red creature, so that's good against the mono-red deck. And whenever it enters the battlefield or becomes a target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you gain 3 life. So insanely good.
Yeah, he's so annoying to deal with.
Yes.
Because if you're playing red, you don't want them to gain life, and that's what they do. They're just like, I'm going to gain some life. Cool, great. Oh, you killed me? I'm going to gain some more life. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Next up is Duress for the counter spells and the control decks. It's 1 black sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card, and they discard it. Just super good sideboard card.
Yeah. Definitely against control and Nexus of Fate decks. Hopefully you can get out of their hand before they start popping off. The next one also to hopefully you can outdraw the Nexus of Fate is Arguel's Bloodfast, 1 and 1 black. Just legendary enchantment. Pay 2 life, 1 and black, draw a card. And you can flip it as well if it comes to that. If you have 5 or less life, you flip it, your upkeep, and it becomes a temple. You tap it to add 1 black mana, and then you sacrifice. You can tap it to sacrifice a creature, and you gain life equal to its toughness as well, if it gets to that point.
Yeah, this card has greatly grown on me since we've used it a little bit. Agreed. I used to hate this card, but the more I see it, the more I'm like, this card's actually okay. Because you're just, sure you gotta pay 2 life to draw a card, but I mean, it's kind of worth it if you're not doing anything else. You're just like, oh, pay 2 life to draw a card.
Especially if you have lifelink things, like, even you out, just like, oh, free card draw at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Next up in the board is Seal Away, because you might need some more permanent disruption.
Yes.
It's 2 mana for flash. Whenever Seal Away enters the battlefield, exile target tap creature an opponent controls until Seal Away leaves the battlefield. So what makes this so good is it's got flash.
Yeah.
When they attack with their big dude, you're just like, nah, get that big dude out of here.
Yeah. The Galta, get out of here. Done.
Yeah. Galta go away, Gideon go away, anything that becomes a creature, you're just like, get out.
Yeah, that you can't really deal with.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. The next one is actually like super secret tech. It hasn't really been used. I think it's actually used in Modern that I've seen before. Sorcerous Spyglass. 2-drop artifact, enters the battlefield, look at the opponent's hand, which is beautiful, and then choose a card, any card name. Activated abilities, sources of chosen card name cannot be activated unless they're mana abilities. So turn 2, look at their hand. Oh, Teferi, get out. Just done. You're out of there.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic, and you don't actually have to choose a card that's in their hand currently.
Yes.
If you know what their deck does, or if you've played it against you, be like, cool, I want to see what's in your hand, and then now I'll choose your Teferi that you don't have, because why not?
Be like, oh, you got some counters, cool. Well, just Teferi, thanks. Get out of here.
And we got a 1-of Karn for for the control matchups, because he gets you extra cards and does all kinds of stuff for you. But 4 mana for 5 loyalty, +1, reveal the top 2 of your deck. Your opponent chooses one of them. Put that card in your hand and exile the ender with a silver counter on it. -1, put a card with a silver counter from your exile into your hand. Or -2. You get a 0/0 construct, as we locally like to call them.
Yep.
And they get +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Because, I mean, it's a construct. Why not?
That's the first time I've heard that, and I approve. I approve of that pun. But yeah, that's definitely against the control matchup to put in for extra draw. And if they keep board wiping, you're just like, I'll make a construct. So you can still have creatures if you're drawing dead cards.
Fair enough.
It's just good enough. And of course, the next one is Settle the Wreckage. It's just really good to hopefully trick someone in, especially if you're on the play, or not on the play. If you're down and they're pumping out dudes, you just need to, stop them.
You need to stop your dudes.
Yeah. So 2 white, instant. Exile all attacking creatures target player controls, like we said, target. That player may search his or her library for that many basic lands, put those cards on the battlefield tapped, and then shuffle your library, which is okay when they're like mono green stompy, I swing dead, and you're like, oh, just get them out of there.
Yeah, I mean, and even if you're worried about giving your opponent land, don't be.
Yeah.
Because by turn 4 or 5 when you're playing this, they're already going to have enough lands to play everything in their deck.
Exactly.
So a few more lands isn't going to hurt them that much, because they've already probably played, 5 cards by then? Give or take. So, I mean, they're not going to have a lot of gas left in their tank unless they're drawing cards.
Exactly. So, yeah, like he was saying, they might have 1 or 2 cards left in their hand, and by then you're going to already overwhelm them by card advantage.
And it saves you so hard.
Yep. And with that is the full 75. As always, the deck list will be down below. Seriously, it is an extremely solid deck. As you can tell, it basically has every mainstay that we thought Standard was going to be. Lyra just dominates. It dominates
so
Standard.
much.
Been playing her in Arena recently, playing this deck, and it's just insane what she can do. History of Benalia, that's why we say it's expensive, because you need 4 of these guys. And they're like 21 a piece around, roughly. I don't know.
They're expensive.
Yeah, they're expensive. As long with the Karn as well.
Yeah.
But with that, hopefully you enjoyed this deck tech here. Kevin, thanks for joining here.
It was a pleasure, man.
Alright, y'all have a good night. Be sure to like and comment on the video, and to get our latest and greatest, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. And to get notifications, there's also a little bell that you can hit. Now, if you want to look at some old deck tech videos, go ahead and click to the right. And if you want to see them in action, click the videos below. Thank you.